A church caught fire during the shelling of the Ukrainian armed forces on the village of Popovo-Leżachi in the Kursk region during the Tetkino offensive. A bunker of the Ukrainian armed forces appeared in the direction of Zaporizhzhia. Then Russian attack FPV drones were activated, and the bunker was destroyed as a result of successive strikes. Footage of the Rosgvardia Mobile Air Defense Group used to repel the latest Ukrainian drone attack on Russian regions. In the Kharkiv region, the British howitzer L-119 was carefully hidden in a private house. No matter how much Ukrainian soldiers camouflaged it, a Russian reconnaissance drone revealed the position. It was then blown up by Russian Lancet and FPV drones. The position was destroyed. A Ukrainian fighter tries to hide under the trees from a Russian drone.
Ваня, в яму залез.
The Russian Air Force launched an attack with the FAB 1500 of the UMPK against the 118th Air Force Base in the direction of Zaporizhzhia, Kupiansk direction. The footage shows the bunker of the Ukrainian armed forces detected. Russian drone Molnya 2 destroys the position. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
Или дай мне что-то.
Russian reconnaissance drone operators detected a bunker of 6 members of the Ukrainian armed forces. Then the attack FPV drones of the Dnipro-affiliated troops destroyed the bunker. Ukrainian UAVs attacked Yelabuga in Tatarstan, where the Gurene production facility operates. There is no information yet on whether the plant itself was attacked. A chemical plant in Kineshma in the Ivanovo region was also attacked. Russian air defenses shot down 96 drones overnight, with a total of 148 drones shot down during the day. A UAV control center and takeoff point of the Ukrainian armed forces were detected near the village of Ivanovka. Then, artillery strikes began, accompanied by Russian drones, and the position was destroyed. Russian soldiers shot down Ukraine's FPV drone seconds before the collision. The tense moments were captured on a helmet camera. Don't forget to join our Telegram group.
Нормально, командир?
Бля, нормально.
Надо уходить отсюда.
Нормально, нормально. Самура. Уходим.
Уходим.
Нормально. Так, слегка глушануло, ебать.
In operations to liberate the settlement, Russian forces destroyed bunkers, ammunition depots, food and supply vehicles. Russian paratroopers then attacked from several directions. Now the flags of Russia and the airborne troops are flying over the settlement. During the offensive, a number of Ukrainian armed forces soldiers decided to surrender. Near the village of Serebryanka, the UAV control center and manpower of the armed forces of Ukraine were detected. Subsequently, Russian artillery and UAV units fired repeatedly at the detected position. The position was destroyed. A large column of ATVs of the Ukrainian armed forces was advancing in an open field. I think it is a mistake of military strategy to advance in such large numbers because it makes them easy to spot and it makes them an easy target. Soldiers of the Russian armed forces were on an ATV when they heard the Ukrainian attack drone and immediately got out of the vehicle and took aim. He managed to shoot down the drone with a single shot from his small arms. In another direction, the same soldier spotted another attack drone and destroyed it. Another day, Russian soldiers on a motorcycle spot an attack drone and immediately draw their weapons and fire. A Ukrainian armed forces pickup truck delivering BC to positions east of Konstantinovsky was detected. The Russian drone immediately shot down the vehicle. A big mistake. While the Russian Panzer S-1 air defense system was targeting drones in the air, one of the Ukrainian drones fell to a very low altitude, and the missile launched by Panzer hit its own soldiers. There is no information about the dead or wounded. Pay attention here. The Panzer's missile barrel is aimed downwards and the missile is launched. It's an automatic process. How can this be prevented? In the Zaporizhzhia region, a D-30 howitzer camouflaged by the armed forces of Ukraine was spotted. There was also a mortar in the same position. Russian artillery then destroyed the position with a single accurate shot. Near the village of Chernishkina, the two S-1 Gvozdika self-propelled howitzer used by the Ukrainian armed forces was destroyed. The Ukrainian armed forces pickup Kamayon was detected trying to cross the Russian state border. Russian paratroopers prevented Ukrainian soldiers from leaving Bilopilya. Sumy region. The Ukrainian armed forces were spotted at night, driving a Canadian-made Rochelle Senator armored vehicle. A hard blow was struck in the front part of the armored vehicle. The personnel quickly left the vehicle. In the daytime, another Russian attack drone arrived and finished off the armored vehicle. Sumy direction. Marines of the 117th Independent Guards Marine Regiment are destroying positions and equipment of the armed forces of Ukraine with drone strikes in the village of Myropilya. The settlement is no more than 3 kilometers from Russia.
571 угломер. Выстрел!
The 152mm Hyacinth B cannon of the Tula paratroopers destroyed a camouflaged Ukrainian armed forces cannon in the border area of the Kursk region.
Вот она замаскирована, ее и не видно. Вот ее не видно. Вот она приготовлена.
The work of Russian specialists in neutralizing the American M18A1 Claymore mine. Detonation is carried out by activating the cliff sensors or from the control panel. When detonated, Claymore sends forward 700 steel striking elements that retain their lethal power at a distance of up to 100 meters.
Смотрим. Вот она. Вот это.
Соответственно, тыльная сторона и сторона к противнику.
Да. Мы ее обезвредили. Это моя первая мина Клеймора.
In the Lipsy residential area, fiber optic drone operators destroyed an American-made Humvee. The crew left the vehicle as usual, leaving the door open. Why do you think this could be happening? Leave your thoughts in the comments. The Humvee was first attacked by artillery, then the fiber optic drone delivered the final blow. Sumy region, Korolki settlement. Russian reconnaissance operators found the 128mm Rak-12 MLRS, Croatian-made. The Lancet UAV was then launched to attack. Lancet accurately hit the target and destroyed the MLRS. A group of infantry hiding in a basement was detected in the direction of Sumy. 2 Russian kamikaze drones immediately took to the air and sped towards the target. With precision strikes, the basement was destroyed. An armored personnel carrier vehicle attempting to escape a Russian drone attack faced another drone attack while on the move. The armored vehicle, which proceeded by emitting smoke due to the impact it received, completely lost its movement after the second FPV drone attack. There is no information about the crew inside the armored vehicle. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. There were reports of soldiers hiding inside a ruined house on the same direction. The attack drones were activated, and the drone with heavy ammunition destroyed the house. What do you think happened to those inside as a result of this attack? An armored personnel carrier was found abandoned in a village with the door left open. A fiber optic drone slowly approached the armored vehicle and destroyed it. After the drone attack, the armored vehicle exploded with ammunition inside and crashed into the house next door. A pickup truck of the Armed Forces of Ukraine with the REB system was destroyed in a midnight attack. VT-40 destroyed the drone. Another armored personnel carrier tried to evade a Russian drone. However, the operator hit a sensitive area of the armored vehicle and cut off its movement. Ukrainian soldiers working to build a new bunker heard the FPV drone and immediately ran to the bunker. The Russian fiber optic drone entered the bunker and that's what happened. Russian drone operators continue to shoot down all equipment, vehicles, and anything that moves in the border area. Many minibuses, pickups, and vans were destroyed. A mortar position of the Ukrainian armed forces in the Pokrovskoye direction was destroyed by the precision strike of a fiber optic drone. As the fighting in the Kursk region continues, Ukrainian troops have begun to withdraw. Armored vehicles are being collected in the liberated territory of the Kursk region. Among them are the BTR-4E and MAX-XPRO. Here are images from the BTR-4E. UAV operators of the Vostok Group Special Forces 14th Independent Guard Brigade used an FPV drone to strike an enemy air infiltration point in the village of Razliv. As the fighting in Razliv village continues, other FPV drones loaded with heavy ammunition are being sent to search for personnel hidden in basements. Don't forget to leave your thoughts about the drone in the comments section. How important do you think drones are for modern warfare? To escape the Russian drones in Razliv, the personnel hid in another basement. But Russian reconnaissance operators fly day and night in the air, detecting anything that moves and constantly tracking what they consider to be the enemy and reporting its location to the attacking units. The drones also transmit the locations to artillery units, enabling them to fire artillery shells. The UAV operators of the 14th Independent Guards Brigade of the Special Forces Group Vostok have once again struck fear with their night operations. This one hits enemy vehicles in the direction of Shakhtarsk. In the direction of Shakhtarsk, the location of a vehicle hidden by personnel in a warehouse was detected. The attack drone was activated and entered the warehouse through the open door, destroying the vehicle and causing the warehouse to collapse.